long does it take, and we haven't talked about that much, but the pieces that you do, how long does it take to complete one piece?
Actually, we take more in getting at an image, like planning an image is longer than making an image. But still, like I would maybe 3-4 months.
3-4 months?
Yeah.
So, and that includes the planning time as well. And when you say planning?
Planning is like, that is a lifelong process.
Yeah.
And it is a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to get at relevant images.
Yeah.
Because you see, the images that we see, the reality that we see, it is a video. I mean, it is a moving film.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have to choose a single frame.
Right.
And we have to have a frame. I mean, the choice is just one frame, and that frame has to be representative of many images that we have seen of that type.
And you want to replicate or to be true to what you have seen and how you visualize it.
It's true to the visual reality. And the reason why I'm using the local traditional technique is that this is the best way to represent local reality. It is the same as many people have been doing, and now many people stress all over the world that if poetry is done in the local language, well, it is more representative. Like here, a group of people have been working in Punjabi, and they have produced excellent results. So this is local language. Like if someone is Punjabi and his local language is Punjabi, so the traditional techniques are my local visual language.
Absolutely.
So they are.
And that is what they will represent.
Yes. And if I'm using a Western technique, Western techniques were developed to make images which are more sincere to the Western visual reality. So if we choose that technique, then the image is going to finally produce the same results.
You know, what you are saying, it's interesting. You are talking about sculpturing and sculptures. We have been talking to so many people. We were talking to fashion designers, like yesterday also, and because there is a fashion week going on. And everybody who I talked to, they say when the Western buyers, for instance, they come to Pakistan, they are looking to buy something Pakistani. And what you are saying is also the same, in the sense that you want to stay true to the things that are given from this land. And that is interesting. Here I would also like to point out that the passion that Khaleeq has for sculpting, it's interesting because he initially or intrinsically is a doctor. He's a urologist. So he has really worked on his passion, and I would like to encourage people out there who think that we have chosen a different field, so we can't really concentrate on a hobby or a passion that we have. But here is an example in front of you who is doing that. And how did that come about if you were so interested in the art?
I am interested in both.
In everything.
In both. I am interested in everything in life, and of course I am very much interested in my medical profession as well as in sculpture. I mean, this is how I am.
Does it have a clash with one another where you want to give more time to something? Well, you did your exhibition after 16 years, I guess.
Well, I think if we are talking about the clash, I think the boundaries that we make between different specialities, actually they limit our vision. And like we use a small part of our brain, and these boundaries are artificial, I guess.
Right.
And I don't find any boundaries between those.
Yeah, why limit yourself to
yes,
as well?
I can simultaneously dream for both.
Yeah, but there are not many people like you. I hope you also know that, because a lot of people just stick to one trade and don't give it another time. There's your work on the screen now, and people can see it as well. How did you feel when, this was quite a few years back, when the Bamiyan Buddhas in Afghanistan, they were blown up? I mean, they say that this is really un-Islamic. Of course, there was a form and shape to it, but you have some forms as well going on.
Yeah, if you look at these, the images that I have shown here, they are actually low reliefs and I mean, they have the local tradition of stone inlay and stone carvings. Local, very, I mean, the traditions. I'm very much inspired by the tradition of stone inlay, of that was done a couple of centuries ago, and this tradition has been carried on, and even up till now, some people are doing
but it has some form, but it is also quite abstract. Different minds or different ideas could come looking at it. So, everybody would probably perceive it in a different way. And it probably might not be the way you saw it, but everybody can take something home from it. When you begin to do something, it's obviously in your head. It's your idea. How do you put an abstract idea in your head to your work?
See, to start with, when I learned these techniques, then after being able to use it, then I imagine myself a person from that period who is confronted with the reality of today and has the method of expression of past with the reality that is that is in front of that person is today's reality. And then that is a kind of synthesis which is very interesting.
And when you do that
results in these images.
Okay, this sounds to me very deep, because I am also, my passion is music, but I've never been into that as much as probably what I hear coming from you. Do you go into a phase where you just do that, or you can balance, your profession, which is medicine, everything you do at the same time?
Well,
I would actually expect somebody to actually go in that zone when they are working on something like that.
Yes, I have time for my workshop. That is the time when I work. Of course, you can't do stone carving while you're doing surgery.
Obviously.
So one has to be very careful about that.
Yeah.
So this is something that you learn with time. So I learned it over many years.
And that's this might sound like an odd question, but you are an artist, I guess you would understand. That's your passion and your profession. Do they help one another as well?
Yes, they help me a lot. Because both need imagination. Like in surgery, we need imagination. Because the area that we are working on, there are many things around it which are hidden.
Yeah.
And in today's endoscopic surgery, and I do a lot of microsurgery as well, which is that we have a small, very tiny area which has been zoomed, and we are working on it, and we have to imagine everything around it.
And your hand is very steady as well.
And when if I'm not doing drawings, then if I'm doing my microsurgery work, well, it helps me. If I go back after maybe a week, I don't feel any difference.
Yeah, because it has been in practice.
Yes, and the same as vice versa.
Fascinating. It was lovely having you here. Thank you very much, Khaleeq Rehman, and best of luck with your exhibition. And today is the last day of the exhibition?
I guess it would stay this week.
Okay, this week. So it is in Lahore. If you're not in Lahore, I always say if you're in neighboring cities watching us, Lahore is, what, with motorway, it's just a couple of hours away. Just come down and take a look. This is interesting work. Very different, because I have at least never seen anything like that. Once again, thank you very much, and best of luck. Okay, we are going to take a short break. Quick break, and when we come back, we have a lot of interesting stories for you. So stay with us.